Well, it's my first night of camping in my newish camper. Loving the great outdoors. Yep. It's quite amazing here at this truck stop. The nice thing is I'm saving, I figure $100. There's a lot of cars driving by, a lot of noise. Matter of fact, there's so many cars driving by that you don't even hear them. It's just nice not to be driving. I was hoping to get a service center. In Ontario, they had service centers every 70 to 80 kilometers. There's nothing here in Quebec, at least not on this Highway 20. There was a rest stop, but I don't think that counted. But this thing, the Irving Big Stop, has Wi-Fi, bathrooms, the whole deal. There's a nice truck. I wonder if I look like that going down the road. All my lights come on. I've got little colored lights all the way around. Maybe I do look like that. Suddenly I have light envy. I need more light bulbs. It's going on 9. So I figure by 10 I'll be in my bed, my queen size bed, with my sleeping bag. I still got more gear to get. I do have this chair, and I've got those steps to get in. Got a couple frying pans and cutlery and dishes and stuff at Wingham, and Mom threw in some of her things. So bit by bit, it's like outfitting a small house. You have to get a broom. You need a fly swatter. You want to live out in the woods, you're going to have flies, so you got to have a fly swatter. It reminds me of the time I slept next to a McDonald's, which was like a mini service center on the Gold Coast of Australia. I couldn't find a campground. And I asked the guy who worked at the convenience store, I said, is it all right if I camp and sleep out here? He says, yeah, sure, no problem. So I'm not even asking. I'm just doing it. Just trying to make my way down the road to Nova Scotia, around the New Glasgow area, Breton Island, I think. New Breton. There is another issue, and that is that right in front of me, literally, I can hit it with a rock, are the train rails. I've had 2 trains go by. There's the crossing. So every train that comes through, of course, blasts his horn. It's going to be like when I lived in Loyal, Kentucky, and I had to get used to that. And they made coal trains every night. Every time they crossed that crossing, they blew their horn, and they did it several times in a row as they went back and forth in the yard building trains. You can hardly hear that. I can sleep through that, no problem. So this is Sober Island, and you can imagine what goes on here. Nothing. And so when you leave Sober Island, you end up at Sheet Harbor, which I think is just code for 3 sheets to the wind after you leave Sober Island over the bridge. People be making a mad dash this way after a stay on Sober Island. It's nearly 4 o'clock and 76 degrees. It's a scorcher here in Nova Scotia. Generally speaking, roads don't usually have this much grass growing in them. Roads don't usually have any grass growing in them. Ain't nobody out here though. Well, along the south shore of Nova Scotia, I was going along the highway, I think maybe 211, and there was a spire up on the main road. It caught my eye, so I pulled off to take some pictures of it. And then I looked at the map and saw this little road, Artinsula Road. It's a dirt road. It just ends here. This is it. I think it goes in the woods, but it definitely ends there. And so I thought I'd stop here for a bite of lunch. It's working on low tide because I'm seeing more exposed. That's Reed's Island across from me. It's got a couple coves. Hullover Cove and Clam Cove. It's a pretty good sized island. And then it connects to 2 more islands at low tide on beyond it. That's the mainland that way. And that little island right there is Gull Ledge. And actually it looks like there's a tiny land bridge connecting it. Thought about wandering over there, but I said, nah. I walked the beach here. That was good enough. Glad it's not raining. Thankful for that. Got my companion with me.
Green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant and a fake plastic girl. Which she bought from a rubber man. Time for rubber plants to get rid of itself. It wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. And if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who